Hello and welcome to this short webinar about Engineering Council registration for IOR members. My name is Miriam Rodway. I'm the CEO of the Institute of Refrigeration. I'm sure you're aware that the Engineering Council's role is to regulate the engineering profession in the UK. So that means any type and form of engineering, mechanical engineers, electrical engineers, Chartered Institution of Building Services engineers, and of course refrigeration engineers. The Engineering Council has three different types of registration. It's not just chartered, there's also incorporated and engineering technician. The reason why the Institute of Refrigeration is promoting engineering registration is because the only way for somebody to become registered through the Engineering Council is to become a member of a professional engineering institute such as the IOR. So this is a unique benefit of membership to the institute. So we're encouraging our members to become registered because it really gives recognition to our industry as a professional engineering one. It encourages highest levels of competency and professionalism, and it shows that you're committed to your professional and personal development. It also gives the Engineering Council confidence in IOR's status as the association that sets standards for our sector. Although the registration offers individual benefits, so of course it's those initials after your name that people want. It's really important for your CPD, it's important for your CV, and often for your clients to know that you really have the knowledge, understanding and competence to meet the required standards, and to show that under areas such as the Building Safety Act and professional development is really up to date. So the Engineering Council sets the standard. The standards are agreed across all professions, so they are the same for all engineering professions, and they are divided into 5 key areas: your knowledge of engineering, your theory and practical methods, levels of responsibility, your ability to communicate and your interpersonal skills related to your work, and your commitment to the engineering profession and upholding standards. So these are going to be the same whichever body you choose to register through, including the IOR, and they are set at different levels depending on what type of registration you require. So I'm giving you some examples here drawn from the Engineering Council standard for the chartered engineer. So in those 5 areas you're looking at, in item A, they use a combination of general and specialist engineering knowledge to optimize existing and emerging technology. In area B, they're applying appropriate technologies and practical methods to analyze and provide solutions to engineering problems. Competence criteria C, they're engaging in technical and commercial leadership. D, demonstrating effective use of interpersonal skills, and E, demonstrating their personal commitment to standards and recognizing their obligation to society, the profession and environment. So the engineering competencies are based around those 5 core areas, but they are at slightly different levels that you need to demonstrate depending on whether you're going for chartered, incorporated or Eng Tech. This is all in the guidance that's provided, and they're very clear that when you go for registration, you're not just providing your CV, you're having to provide evidence and examples of how you meet these criteria at the required level. So in order to get started, what we recommend is you go and have a look at the online form and download the guidance. CEng membership department are used to dealing with IOR applications, and they understand it's slightly different to the CEng membership application, and they will help you. The chartered engineer forms are all online. For incorporated and Eng Tech, you speak to the membership department at CEng and they'll give you some guidance. So if you go to the Institute website, Engineering Council area, you'll find a link to download the guidance and also to start your application. Have a look through all the guidance, but most importantly, find somebody who's already registered through any professional body who can help you. It's very, very important that you work directly with somebody. you'll be filling in the form yourself, but you'll begin talking to them about the competency and how you developed it, how you demonstrate it and what examples you're using. And you cannot submit your application unless you've done that work with somebody. So start right at the beginning, finding someone from your current job, maybe somebody you work with, or if you don't know anybody, contact the Institute and we'll try and put you in touch with somebody who's working in a similar area, who's registered and can help with you. As I said, it doesn't have to be registered through the Institute of Refrigeration. They might be registered with CEng, they might be with IEng, IET, or any of the other marine engineers, any other engineering body. So do start finding a sponsor to help you prepare your application. You also have to decide what level you're working on, and there are also different routes. So one is where you have all the required qualifications. There's a list of qualifications on the website, so check your qualifications against that. The other one, the experience or practice route, is for those who don't have the appropriate engineering degrees that the Engineering Council requires. Again, your sponsor will help you work out which is the best route. At that point, once you've decided on your route, you've got somebody in place to help you, you decided whether you're going to CEng, IEng or Eng Tech, that's when you start to complete the application form. It's a developmental process, so it'll help you to analyse your work and everything that you're achieving. Once you submit that to CEng, the CEng then take over and they will look at your application, give you guidance, arrange your interview, submit the results to you and get you set up as a chartered engineer or incorporated engineer or engineering technician and give you a certificate. And from that point on, you will renew your membership of the Engineering Council annually alongside your IOR membership. You can find all the details, all the forms and links I've been talking about on the Institute website. If you go to the membership area here in the red, and then you go down where I put the arrow to Engineering Council registration, you'll find the page. Here's a screenshot of the page. It explains all the different links, how everything works, how you can check your qualifications, and then there is a link to start your application. This is for chartered engineer, remember, it's online. For other levels, you can speak to CEng directly. Once you go into that online application form, it explains the different routes available to you. And then finally, it has some guidance that you can download and look at. It goes into much more detail about those 5 areas of expertise and competence that I showed at the beginning and how you can demonstrate. So these gives you some guidance and some templates. And also tells you exactly what you need. You'll need to sign up for a CEng account, fill in the usual kind of contact details, and all the different kind of documents you're going to need. So really going on that website and finding what you need is a really good way to start. And we just remind everybody that Engineering Council registration is not the end of the process, it's the beginning. So once you're registered, you have to record and commit to systematic maintenance, improvement and broadening of your knowledge and skills, keeping that, recording it, uploading it to the CEng CPD portal, and you can do that. You can achieve the CPD aims by attending IOR events, webinars, committees and publications. So remember, find a supporter, a sponsor who knows your work, then go to the website, look at all the different competency requirements and the grades, decide which approach you want to take, decide which grade you're going for, check your qualifications, decide which route, standard or individual, and then you start your application. So if you have any more detailed questions, Julia Savage, the head of membership, is the person that we work with to manage the IOR applications, and she can give you some more advice. So I hope you found that useful. It's just a quick run through of what's involved. Have a look at the website, have a think, get back to us if we can help you, or contact Julia. Thanks very much for listening to the recording.